Assalamu alaikum friends, welcome to our YK360 YouTube channel. In this video we are going to check some important questions for work permit receiver exam. I bring you with a question bank which have 100 questions. These are most frequently asked questions. This video will be in simple English and in Hindi. I plan to compose 10 questions in one video. Every question will take 1 minute, and within inshallah 100 minutes we will complete this question section. The first question: a dash should be used for the erection of scaffolding. A dash should be used for the erection of scaffolding. Actual question is, which permit is used for the erection of scaffolding? Which permit you need to have for the erection of scaffolding? Answer is cold work permit, because scaffolding work doesn't produce any heat. It will not produce any source of ignition or any heat, so the answer is cold work permit. Okay. अभी हिंदी में बताएगा ये क्वेश्चन क्या है। स्कैफोल्डिंग का काम का क्या परमिट, कौन सा परमिट चाहिए आपका। ऑप्शन में सबका परमिट का नाम दिएगा। स्कैफोल्डिंग का काम का क्या परमिट चाहिए। आंसर इसका कोल्ड वर्क परमिट चाहिए। क्यों? इसमें कुछ आग आने वाला काम नहीं है, एक खाली कोल्ड वर्क का काम है। इसमें आग हीट सोर्स कुछ नहीं है, इसलिए। ओके, नाउ लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द सेकंड क्वेश्चन. व्हाट आर होल टैग्स यूज्ड फॉर? Where for what reason we will use whole tags? First you need to know about the whole tags. What is mean by whole tags? In Lotto, while we isolate a line, or while we put blinding, or when we off the switch breaker for a motor or any equipment, we will use the lockout and tagout. In the along with the lock we use a tag. It is called the whole tags. Whole tag. Why we will use the whole tag? To inform other people that this equipment is locked for a purpose, and some people are working under this equipment, so don't on the equipment. This is the reason we will use the whole tags. So if we check the options, we will see to replace the padlocks and lockout devices. This is not the correct answer. For hard work, no. To explain reasons for locking out equipment. इसका what is the option? To explain the reason for locking out the equipment. This is the, we want to inform the reason for locking out the equipment to the other peoples. This is why we will put the hold tags. इसका क्वेश्चन क्या है? होल्ड टैग क्या के लिए यूज़ कर रहा है? हम लोग लोटो में यूज़ करता है लॉक का साथ एक पीला वाला टैग है, वो टैग क्या के लिए यूज़ करता है? उसका आंसर है वो दूसरा आदमी लोग का बताने के लिए। दूसरा कोई आए के वो इक्विपमेंट का चालू करेगा तो हम लोग इसमें काम करने वाला का प्रॉब्लम होएगा, वो लोग का इन्फॉर्म करने के लिए हम लोग ये होल टैग्स यूज़ कर रहा है। उसका ऑप्शन टू एक्सप्लेन रीजन फॉर लॉकिंग आउट द इक्विपमेंट. Okay, now let's move on to the third question. Where are work permits required? All Saudi Aramco areas. This is a very simple question. There is no need to explain briefly. All Saudi Aramco areas. Okay. Where are work permits required? All Saudi Aramco areas. इसका क्वेश्चन क्या है? परमिट किधर चाहिए? ऑल सऊदी आरामको एरिया में चाहिए. Now let's move on to the fourth question. Who is jointly responsible for the safety of people and equipment at the job or work site? Who is jointly responsible for the safety of people and the equipment at the work site? The answer is, you need to check all the options for these kinds of questions. If you check the answer A, the issuer and the receiver, okay, this is the correct answer, but we will check the other also. The issuer, receiver, gas gesture and the loss prevention. The gas gesture and the loss prevention cannot be in the site for all the time, and they don't sign the permit for any. They don't have any agreement. Permit is a actual agreement between the issuer and the receiver. They need to follow the rules and the regulations of the issuer. The receiver need to follow. That is actually that is the main reason for the permit. So the issue gas gesture and loss prevention, they will not be in the site for all the time, and they didn't sign the permit, so they are not the right answer. The receiver and the other job workers at the site. Okay, the receiver, okay, but the other workers may be laborers, maybe other people. They don't know what is the hazard, what are the other the things in the site. Only the issuer and the receiver will know about the site and what are the hazard. Okay. So operations and the maintenance engineer. Maintenance engineer, he will not be in the site for the all the time. So the actual answer is the issuer and the receiver. Okay. इसमें क्वेश्चन क्या है, इक्विपमेंट आदमी लोग का सेव करने का किसका रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है? इसका आंसर इशूअर एंड द रिसीवर, ये लोग का रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है. Okay, next question, fifth question. A work permit may be extended for one additional operation shift if, we need to understand the question first. If one shift is completed and the next shift is coming, what they will do? What they will do? They will, if the situation is okay, if the condition is okay, they will accept the permit and extend the permit. So the answer is the new oncoming issuer and the receiver agrees on conditions and signs the permit to extend it. This one, if the you need to see this, agree on conditions, receiver and agree on the conditions and sign the permit to extend it. This is the answer. If the issuer and the receiver okay about the condition and they agreed, okay, they will extend the permit. You can extend all the permit except the EOLB permit. Equipment opening line break permit cannot be extended to the next shift. It should be closed and open as a new permit. Okay. This is an additional information for you. इसका हिंदी में बताएगा. इसका क्वेश्चन क्या है? और परमिट में बी एक्सटेंडेड फॉर वन एडिशनल ऑपरेशन शिफ्ट. परमिट का एक्सटेंड करने के लिए क्या चाहिए, कैसे एक्सटेंड करेगा, ऐसा पूछ रहा है. नेक्स्ट शिफ्ट इश्यूअर रिसीवर दोनों वो कंडीशन का चेक करके अग्री होएगा तो वो लोग एक्सटेंड करेगा. खाली ये हॉट वर्क कोल्ड वर्क कन्फाइंड एक्सटेंड कर सकता है. दूसरा शिफ्ट का कन्फाइन भी ज़्यादा एक्सटेंड नहीं करेगा. इश्यूअर लोग नया परमिट बनाएगा. हॉट और कोल्ड वर्क एक्सटेंड कर रहा है. लेकिन EOLB का ऐसा ऑप्शन ही नहीं है, रिन्यूअल नहीं करता. खाली एक शिफ्ट का रिन्यूअल देता, EOLB देता है. EOLB वो शिफ्ट में खलास होना चाहिए, नहीं तो दूसरा नया परमिट देगा. ठीक है. हम लोग नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन का जाएगा. सिक्स्थ क्वेश्चन, व्हेन कैन एन इलेक्ट्रिशियन यूज ए वेल्डर्स वर्क परमिट? आंसर इज never, because electrician should use the separate permit. For example, if we take the permit for doing a welding activity and there is no electrician or electrical job is mentioned in the permit, the electrician should not use the permit for his work. He should have the separate permit. The permit receiver should take the separate work for the electrician if it is not mentioned in the welder's permit. You understand? Hope you understand, because some people will think this is also both also hot work activity, so we can use the same welding permit for the electrical work. No, if the work is not mentioned, there is an option called work to be done in the permit. If the work which you are going to do in the site is not mentioned, you are not allowed to do this work in the site. So no need to check all the answers, simply you can write never. Okay. इसमें क्या पूछ रहा है, व्हेन कैन इलेक्ट्रिशियन यूज ए वेल्डर्स वर्क परमिट? कब इलेक्ट्रिशियन वो वेल्डर का परमिट यूज़ करेगा? वो इलेक्ट्रिशियन वेल्डर का परमिट नहीं यूज़ कर सकता. वो इलेक्ट्रिशियन का काम का दूसरा अलग परमिट चाहिए. नहीं है तो ये वेल्डर का परमिट में हॉट वर्क में वो लिखना चाहिए. इसका आंसर नेवर. ठीक है. ऐसा क्वेश्चन आएगा, दूसरा परमिट में हम लोग काम कर सकता है, ऐसा क्वेश्चन आएगा. इसका आंसर नेवर. सिंपली यू क्लिक द ऑप्शन नेवर. ओके. नाउ लेट्स चेक द सेवंथ क्वेश्चन. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग आंसर बेस्ट डिस्क्राइब्स ए वर्क परमिट रिसीवर? एनी मेंटेनेंस और कंस्ट्रक्शन सुपरवाइजर, ओनली सऊदी अरामको सुपरवाइजर, ऑल इलेक्ट्रिशियन बट नॉट ऑल द वेल्डर्स, craftsmen or other who have been certified to receive work permit. ये बहुत इजी क्वेश्चन है. इसका क्वेश्चन क्या है? व्हाट इज द क्वेश्चन? हु इज द परमिट रिसीवर? इज सर्टिफाइड craftsman or other who has the permit receiver card? Simply see certified to receive work permit. This is the answer. Okay. इसका क्वेश्चन क्या है? कौन परमिट ले सकता है? हु इज द परमिट रिसीवर? इसका आंसर कोई भी है. who have the certificate to receive the permit is called the परमिट रिसीवर. क्राफ्ट्समैन और कोई भी है, वेल्डर है, फैब्रिकेटर है, लेकिन वो परमिट रिसीवर काम नहीं कर सकता. ठीक है. इफ़ अ वेल्डर और फैब्रिकेटर whoever who take the permit, he cannot perform the welding job or any other job. He must take care of the site. Okay, now let's move on to the eighth question. If the receiver must leave the job site, the work permit can be left with. If the receiver must leave the job site, the work permit can be left with. For example, if the receiver want to go for some other important emergency work, then what he will do? He can give the permit to other people and he go? No, he will not. He is not supposed to leave the site in any condition unless he informed the issuer. If there is any emergency, he want to close the permit, the issuer need to come and close the permit, and then he need to go out from the site. Okay, you can answer, the receiver is not allowed to leave the job site under any circumstances. Okay, even if there is any emergency, if any emergency situation, he must take the people to the assembly point and inform the issuer. Other situations, if he have his personal work or he need to go for any other work, he need to inform the issuer. The issuer need to come to the site and check everything, and then he need to close the permit, and then he need to go out from the site. Okay, eighth question. इसका क्वेश्चन क्या है? परमिट रिसीवर कब उस साइट से बाहर जा सकता है, वो लोकेशन से, काम से बाहर जा सकता है, वो जाने का टाइम है, परमिट किसका दिएगा, ऐसा पूछ रहा है. ऐसा नहीं जा सकता परमिट रिसीवर. परमिट आप परमिट लिएगा तो साइट में पूरा टाइम कटाना चाहिए. कोई भी सिचुएशन इमरजेंसी आपका पर्सनल का बाहर जाना चाहिए तो ईश्वर का बोल के परमिट दूसरा आदमी का चेंज करके रिन्यू करके जाना चाहिए. नहीं है तो परमिट क्लोज करके पूरा काम बंद करके जाना चाहिए. ठीक है. Let's check the ninth question. Toxic and flammable gases could be found in. इसका आप लोग for this kind of question you need to check the all the options. For this you can see there's option excavation, office building, lakes or rivers, elevators. The suitable is excavations. If they put some other options like tanks, some pit or drain, wall box, etc., you need to choose that also. In this case only excavations may have the presence of carbon monoxide or any other toxic gases, H2S or any other toxic gases, because the H2S is heavier than air, so it's possible to be in the excavation. Okay. Now let's check the 10th question. Any work that develop heat or provide an ignition source in a restricted area requires what type of work permit? Actually we have explained this in the first question also. Any work that produce heat or the source of heat is called any work that develops heat or provide an ignition source in the restricted area required what type of permit? Answer is hot work. Anything that produce heat, you need hot work permit. Okay, so you need hot work permit. कोई भी काम वो आग आने वाला, वो इग्निशन सोर्स आने वाला काम का क्या परमिट चाहिए, कौन सा परमिट चाहिए आप लोग को? क्या परमिट चाहिए? हॉट वर्क परमिट चाहिए. ठीक है. We have successfully completed 10 questions in this video. We will check the other question in the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.